Gary Soto. Gary Soto was born in Fresno, California in April 1952 to working-class Mexican-American parents. At a young age, he worked in the fields of St. Joaquin Valley. He was not academically motivated as a child, but became interested in poetry during his high school years. He attended Fresno City College and California State University at Fresno, while working toward an undergraduate degree, and later studied poetry at the University of California, Irvine, where he earned his MFA in 1976. His first collection of poems, The Elements of St. Joaquin, won the United States Awards of the International Poetry Forum in 1976 and was published in 1977. And the most important key was, at a young age, he worked in the fields of St. Joaquin Valley. Looking around, believing. It's the title of his poem. For looking, I got eyes, observing, visualizing. Around, I got crowds. And believing, I got imagination, dreams, and faith. His poem. How strange that we can begin at any time. With 2 feet we get down the street. With a hand we undo the rose. With an eye we lift up the peach tree and hold it up to the wind. White blossoms at our feet. Like today, I started in the yard with my daughter, with my wife poking at a pot of geranium. And now I am walking down the street, amazed that the sun is only so high, just over the roof, and a child is singing through a rolled newspaper, and a terror is leaping like a flea. And at the bakery, I pass a poem like a suctioning starfish is pressed to the window. We're keeping busy. This way, that way, we're making shadows, where sunlight was, making words where there was only noise in the trees. Looking around, believing. The first stanza. How strange that we could begin at any time. With 2 feet we get down the street. With a hand we undo the rose. With an eye we lift up the peach tree and hold it up to the wind. White blossoms at our feet. It's generally just explaining how he looks around his life, enjoying every piece of it, the trees, how the blossoms fall into the ground, just the nature and the air and everything. Stanza number 2. Like today, I started in the yard with my daughter, with my wife poking at a pot of geranium, and now I am walking down the street, amazed that the sun is only so high, just over the roof, and a child is singing through a rolled newspaper, and a terror is leaping like a flea. And at the bakery I pass a poem, like a suctioning starfish, is pressed to the window. As you could see, for the first 3 lines, it just shows how they're just working in the garden together, planning and everything, because he says his wife is poking at a pot of geranium, and geranium is soil, so she's probably just digging up to put the seeds in and to cover it back up and water it. And then there's a simile, amazed that the sun is only so high, and, no, not simile, I'm sorry, symbolism, and it's just meaning that there's more time left in the day, that it's not like evening, so it's probably around like maybe 11 noon, kind of. Then there is a simile, and a terror is leaping like a flea. It's just connecting, the terror is leaping like a flea, meaning like when you like hit a flea, like try to snap at it, it'll jump really high, so the terror is leaping that high. And I think that is, oh, and also, and at the bakery I pass a poem, like a suctioning starfish is pressed to the window. It's a simile connecting how like there's people pressed up against the window, meaning that the bakery has a lot of people inside of it, and so, yeah. And the third stanza, the last one. We're keeping busy. This way, that way, we're making shadows where sunlight was, making words where there were noises. Where there was only noises in the trees. Mainly just explaining how they're just enjoying nature outside. Nothing too. There's shadows from the birds, noises, just anything around.
Does this one have back?
Okay. Now my paraphrase.
Huh? Do 2 parts.
The poem is about a father looking around his life. He's enjoying life by spending his life with his wife and his daughter. He makes many wonderful memories with them. He realized that he's thankful to have them in his life because without them there wouldn't be that much joy. He would be lonely, and he's just glad to have them, to enjoy nature and just to have fun with. Okay. My connotations. First line, line 13, and a terror is leaping like a flea. This is comparing a terror jumping like a flea. We went over that when we got in stanza 2. And my second connotation is amazed that the sun is only so high, line 10. The sun is symbolism because it's explaining how there's more time left in the day and just how it's not like 5 o'clock in the afternoon or anything. Alright, my attitude of my poem. The father in this poem feels good about himself because he is content. He is thankful for his family and everything he has. He's not selfish. He's not conceited about it. He's thankful for it, and he enjoys everyone who's with him and enjoying he gets to share that with them. And last but not least, my theme, tone, mood, and shifts. My theme: enjoy your life and be thankful for everything you're given. Don't just take nature as this is what Mother Nature gives us and stay on technology all day. Go outside, enjoy what you have, and just enjoy the self-being of having it around you. Your tone: laid back and joyful. He's not, just like I said, he's not selfish about it. He's not conceited about it. He's laid back and he enjoys it. He's just... His mood: peaceful and grateful. He's grateful for what he has, and being in nature is just peaceful to him. He enjoys having it, and he just loves to be around it. And I had no shifts in my poem. It throughout stayed the same tone and mood. And my citations, poetryfoundation.com. And that's it for my poetry project.
Hi.
Thank you.
My name is Olivia Babin, the Loving Angel.